It's Jane Austen July, and I didn't know, but now I'm knowing. I read Emma, so let's go for it. Where is my bubble tea? Hold on. I'm trendy. I think I'm like 5 years late. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And cats on donuts, I want to do a dedicated book review to Emma, and I wanted to get up here real quick and tell you how much I love this reading experience. I think for me, the main thing I really enjoyed was buddy reading it with Miriam Elizabeth Reeves. I'll link her channel down below. She has been doing these beautiful Jane Austen July vlogs, so I enjoy them. I want to frolic through my backyard with my bubble tea and a pretty dress. It just gives me those vibes. Regency era, it's such a mood. It's so cottage core. You know, I feel so trendy in this video. Like, y'all, I don't know nothing. I am 78 years old and I tend to boomer. Y'all get it. What is Emma about? Let's just read the back of this. I always deserve the best treatment because I never put up with any other. Well, Emma, yes, self-confidence is important, baby doll. But she takes it to a whole nother level. Let's read the first sentence, which I think encompasses the entirety of this book. Emma Woodhouse, handsome, clever, and rich. With a comfortable home, right? And happy disposition. She just laughs all the time. Seem to unite some of the best blessings of existence.
I mean, girl is just living her best life.
Best blessings of existence?
Girl!
And had lived nearly 21 years in the world with very little to distress or vex her. So essentially, this story is about a young woman who has a very comfortable lifestyle. Everything has really been given to her on the surface, right? On the surface, she's beautiful. She's highly intelligent. She is the apple of her father's eye. She's very well accepted and her opinion is held very high. And we open up with her just having a very strong awareness and a lot of confidence, but overly confident and very vain and snobby. I was like, Emma, you the worst, girl. Your attitude is just too much, and put a cap on it and put it on the shelf. But that's Emma. She lives at home with her father, Mr. Woodhouse, who is a hypochondriac, bless his heart. And then you have Mr. Knightley.
He ain't Mr. Darcy,
but he's a close second. Okay, we can debate that in the comments. You Knightley or Darcy, but it's probably a stalemate. I'm
just saying.
If I didn't tell y'all, this is gonna be a hot mess Incoherent review, but I'm pretty sure if you've seen some videos, you already know.
Yeah, you know.
I annotated to the nth degree, baby. Okay. I had a lot to say about Emma as I was reading through. The book is broken up in 3 volumes, and we follow the course of about 18 months over Emma's life. And she is really sad about her governess that actually gets married to one of the houses. I'm not going to be repeating names and stuff because there's a lot of people in here and I'm just not. She's kind of sad about that she doesn't really have anybody to talk to. She's kind of left at home with her daddy. His issues and things like that are taking care of him, and he's overly protective, but not overbearing. He's just very concerned. He's a hypochondriac, so he feels like, did you feel a chill? Close that shutter.
We don't need to go for a 2-mile walk. We can just go out on the back porch and come back and sit down.
That's the kind of energy that he has, and those concerns are rooted in some things that happened in his past. I really enjoyed my reading experience with this. I really liked seeing Emma as a very flawed character and how she evolves to accept those parts of herself. She still is who she is, and I like that. She doesn't have like such a big arc or change that she turns into a completely different person. She just acknowledges that she has flaws, and that when people around you that love you for you will accept you for you, and they will actually encourage you just by them loving you to be your best self. It was such a wonderful, brilliant commentary, and this is incredibly funny. I have not read Pride and Prejudice yet, but I will now. I was a bit intimidated by it, but my girl Miriam, who is the classic queen, and reading this with her was so much fun. We had so much fun going back and forth. I mean, your girl was leaving voice memos pretty much saying Emma is the absolute worst. She's gaslighting 101. Veiny Smurf.
To the nth degree.
And she doesn't stop being vain. One of the things I said is that Emma has so many prejudices. Her basis of truth lies in her narrow, protected, shallow perspective of her front yard. Who is the poor one? So this is a scene that happens when she's kind of talking about another character and how they must just live a horrible life because they can't do this, they can't go here, they don't have any decisions. And I was just like, Emma, you can't either. You there with your daddy and he don't let you go nowhere and do nothing because he's scared you're gonna get a cold. On the opposite of that, you have Knightley, who is a family friend. As soon as you see him, he is like right there in defense of the truth and in defense of what it is to really define a person's character. He is flawed as well. He probably shouldn't be telling her to shut up when they turn around. He probably should move like that. But he could express his feelings with Emma, and Emma could as well. And they would get in very spirited discussions about these topics and a lot more. Just their banter and their discussions and how they would push and pull one another. It was incredibly delicious to read on page, and I just couldn't get enough of it. This was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience to read. If you're nervous about reading Jane Austen, I encourage you to just jump on in. It is a little bit slow paced. It is going to take you some time to get used to the style. The sentence structure is very dense. It will challenge you to think. Like, you literally have to think about what is being said. So I do recommend like doing the audiobook. I paired the audiobook with this, and it was a wonderful experience listening to the sentence structure and then reading it on page. And y'all, I had my Jane Austen ambient room going in here. I was just like frolicking through the fields in my mind reading Emma. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. Your girl was a hot mess because I was blowing the text message up. Okay, I was on the thread hard. After I finished it, then Books and Jams live stream she had over my birthday weekend, I asked best adaptation. So there's so many people like the 1996 Gwyneth Paltrow adaptation, others like the 2020 adaptation. I watched both because who's gonna watch one and not the other? I mean, who's doing that? And I really like Gwyneth Paltrow's how she portrayed Emma, because although Emma is vain and she has flaws like we all do, and she's a bit of a know-it-all, and
She just be ruining people's lives and be in everybody's business and don't know what she talking about.
like I was saying, I liked how Gwyneth Paltrow portrayed Emma in the movie, and how although Emma has her flaws and everything, like I was saying before, she definitely is naive, and she has a certain sweetness and tenderness about her. Very clear she had a beautiful heart and that she had intentions, but her intentions was leading people down messy paths. And however, in the 2020 version, I like the portrayal of specific characters. Like, I love the father in the 2020 version. His whole mood was just like,
Is this person for real?
I love Nightingale in the 2020 version. I think he has a bit more gravitas to him, but I didn't like Emma, like the portrayal of how the actress portrayed Emma in the 2020. I didn't particularly care for her. Feel free to take an intermission if you need to. You can't take the lid off of this, can you? Why would you want to? You wouldn't want to. But as far as the overall movie and which one I would watch again, I would watch the 96 version, just because it definitely has that sweetness and that naivety, the Regency air, and the gentleness of what I think Jane Austen tone of her story. Are you participating in Jane Austen July? Have you read Emma? Let me know. I love to talk with you in the comments about all these things. Emma is OG gaslighting. So let's not gaslight nobody. But we like tea and books though. The tea was here, y'all. I was here for it. Give me all the tea.
Annotated to the nth degree.
That's all we need to know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.